everyone. Happy Thursday. Today is a very special day.
Is it really?
It is, because Sam Joe's here.
Not an April Fool's joke, no?
April Fool's, Sam Joe's.
I'm gone.
He's gone. He's leaving me. So anyways, really quick, I'm going to tag some friends. What are we doing today? Sam Joe is going to share his health and fitness journey. This is going to be a short live, I promise. We only have 10 minutes live together. So we're going to be answering any questions you have. Hi, is that Dee Dee? Hi, what's up, Dee Dee? And we are going to answer a few questions. I'm going to ask him a few things. We're going to tell you about our program and our health and fitness journey with Sam Joe. Are you ready, Sammy?
Yes.
All right, let's get started. So first of all, I want to tell you about my latest challenge. It's starting in April. Starting today, actually called the MF Fuel Your Body Challenge. So what is the Fuel Your Body Challenge about, Sam Joe?
Well, it's going to be for the month of April, today all the way to the end of the month, just to discover ways to fuel your body. I think that's the way to really look at it, as far as just a month of discovery, of deciding as far as what you want to do to, get on the track to properly. What's going on?
I'm trying to share this.
Right. I'm like, I hear Dee calling in the
You
back.
can hear his voice.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm
feedback,
just trying to
right?
share it.
It's like you're calling on the radio and you got that 10-second delay, right? No, anyway, yeah, so it's about discovery and properly just having an idea of what nutrition is without being restricted. It really that's the goal. So that's the month of April.
Yes, and you know what, Sam Joe, we'll explain more about this. Let's share your journey.
Okay, cool.
So go ahead, take it away.
So as far as eating, everyone likes to think that they, do a good job, right? We do. We have our own biases, and we think, yeah, I'm pretty good as far as nutrition. But I didn't realize that we have blind spots, So you think, okay, like I'm pretty good at tracking as far as things as far as exercise output and eating. So this was, I used to think in these terms. Okay, so I can have a small hamburger at a takeout joint, and then like a small soft serve, and I'm like, okay, as long as I do a half an hour of exercise to burn off that and have to burn off that, I'm good. Not realizing there are way better options that I can select to really help me to my goals for as far as health, strength, longevity, all that. So we have to stop thinking of things of, okay, eat less, work out more of how can I just nourish my body.
Right.
So, we did challenge groups. This was I want to say 4 years ago.
Yeah, tell them about your eating challenges at the Dodger Stadium really quick.
Yeah, that kind of those challenges.
Well, just
right?
share like a little snippet, because they don't
Sure.
know, like that little tiny snippet,
Yeah,
and then kind of what brought
yeah.
us together.
I mean, there's a period where I can go to the ballpark, eat 8 hot dogs, no problem, it's nothing, right? And from time to time, there are those moments are far and few between, but I still will go for bottomless fries at Red Robin from time to time. Not every month, not every week, But as far as a different kind of challenges, more as eating clean or kind of eating according to your goals. So as you begin to work out or you feel stronger and that kind of thing, you're like, well, why isn't it showing up? And the reason it doesn't sometimes show up is we don't have a good concept or grasp of things that we want to be eating and that help us to feel better, look better. So yeah.
Right. So we all have our own fitness journeys and our health journeys. They start back to when you were little, right, at home. The habits you have in your home also are created to where you are today. So the other day I shared about mine and kind of a lot of yo-yo diets in the past. And so actually Sam Joe and I are the ones so I joined a group about 5 years ago, right?
Yeah.
and it was after my third baby. And it was a clean eating challenge, and it actually had a lot of restrictions on it, right? I'd say it was cut out my sugars and do things and for 21 days. And we did it.
Well, you did that.
I did
the
it by
version
myself.
of that.
Yeah.
With your cousin. I mean, I did another version of that, but that one wasn't as restrictive or extreme. It was more of a lifestyle thing, and depending on how you approach it, even that can be a huge challenge because you're doing something that you never really thought of. for example, my eating plan had, I got to choose. Do I want to eat 5 cups of vegetables a day or 7 cups of vegetables a day? And that's an actual amount of vegetables that you can eat, like a cup. And you think, oh yeah, I eat 5 cups, no problem. But when you're actually tracking it, you're like, well, actually, I'm only doing like 3.5. And then over a week, if you'd only been doing 3.5, you're not hitting your 5, you're not hitting your 7. So this kind of opened my eyes. Hey, I feel like I'm pretty good on the vegetable front. I eat a lot of vegetables. Well, you don't realize you're not, or I didn't realize that I could have been doing a better job at it until I started, just tracking. And I don't track nowadays anymore. I don't go to this and go, okay, let me scoop out 7 little things. But you get that idea, and then okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like today, I want to have that larger salad. Versus before you were like, oh, I had a salad and I'm good. Like it helps you just really think of what a large portion is, what a small portion is, and that kind of thing.
Yeah, and like looking at your foods, like food groups again, right? We learned the food groups, the food pyramid, and really with the fuel challenge, this is kind of what we're doing. We're looking at our foods, like food groups, and we're making sure that we're getting, 3 servings a day, 5 servings a day of vegetables,
4.
It depends
5,
on you, like,
yeah.
right? Like Sam Joe gets way more protein than I do, depending on your body weight and everything. But also, on the program, there's options to be, obviously when you're in calorie deficit, that's when you're going to lose weight, right? But a lot of us don't even want to maybe lose weight. You want to maintain in a healthy way. And so that's what we're also going to do in the group. So it's not just for losing weight. It's actually to become healthier and have a better relationship with your food.
And that's the thing. You don't just master this overnight. It's a process. It's a journey. And then you learn in that month what you want to take away from it. So quick example. So this is a fruit cup. It's 1 cup. Now I realize, okay, cool. Like, what do I do? So when I do grapes, I put it in this container. And so I know, okay, cool. Like, this is a good serving of grapes. Otherwise, I can take the whole branch and just down the whole thing. There's nothing wrong with that, but do I need that much fruit that day? Maybe I should be having some more greens, and so this helps me to kind of keep an idea of it gives me balance. I'm not eating the entire branch that I bought from the store and being full off grapes. It's like, okay, cool, like now can I have this and then maybe one of these with almonds, and so it gives you that balance. And I every day, like I know, like, okay, cool, like this is a cup container.
Right.
And so I don't carry the purple one. I make my own.
So this is not a you don't go out and buy like 15 of these. They're just measuring cups, but they're a tool. They're kind of like a visual tool, right? Like, oh shoot, I'll be like, I didn't eat enough, of my protein today. I still need to get another protein in. What can I eat in my fridge instead of going for those extra carbs that. They're the feel-good carbs, right? But maybe I just need more protein in my body. I'm going to feel better, more satiated.
Yeah. I mean, so initially you would cut up a chicken and use this to scoop and think, okay, cool, that's 1 serving. And then you have an idea. Oh, I don't have to cut up anymore. I know that half a chicken breast is going to be one of these, and then that's your serving of protein. Or even like Greek yogurt, you scoop with this, and you're like, okay, cool, like so that's a good enough amount of Greek yogurt, And
these cups look kind of small, but they really aren't. Like, it feeds this guy that can eat a lot after he teaches a whole bunch of multiple classes. And if it can feed an instructor that teaches like 16 classes a week, I promise you'll feel satiated. Whenever I combine these 3 guys together for lunch, I feel great. It doesn't look like a lot to you, but this is like tons of asparagus, whole grain wheat or whole grain rice, and then maybe some chicken or something.
Yeah.
So,
and then you have fun with this. I call it the traffic circle, right? Because you've got the green light, you got your yellow light, you got your red light. There's nothing, I'm not saying it's like go and stop, but it's just kind of a good way to conceptualize.
Like
so maybe for a meal you get 2, and then you do 1.5 of these. You definitely want to do 1 or 2 of these. So then you're eating the traffic circle, and that's like your nice balanced meal. You've got your protein, you've got your carbs, you've got your veggies. And
this, like, without the containers, I think like this in my head now. Like, I'm like, oh, did I get a veggie in for dinner, a veggie, protein, and a carb today? Or maybe I didn't. I just did a veggie and a protein. But at night, I can have that extra carb that I want to have.
And so, like, the big thing, like, the fact that I attempted to do something like this, and it wasn't perfect. I didn't have everything in order from day one. But when you attempt it, at least you understand, oh, cool, like, like this is kind of the way that I want to adjust my eating. So now you can even go to a restaurant and realize, oh, like can I get a dish with more protein in it and a little more greens, and you make those adjustments as you go through. So you're thinking as far as balance, as far as how to fuel, and so just having attempted it, you get that idea. You get an idea like, I could grab a fistful of almonds and just be chomping down like 40 almonds done. But then you realize, wait a minute, like if I just did an almond in this and ate it slowly, that's like, 1, 2, 3, right? 23 actual almonds is a serving of almonds, and you realize, oh well, that actually all kind of fits in here. If you're on a calorie deficit, maybe you'll do only like 12 to 15, and then if you're in a surplus, you do 30.
Right.
But that's different than just, grabbing the whole bag. And
which is what happens to all of us, right? Especially when we're really hungry. So in this program, we're going to be looking at eating about 6 smaller meals a day, making sure that we're getting those veggies and everything in. So what I wanted to say, because I know we got like 3 minutes left. So really quick, this is not a yo-yo diet. This is not a program where I'm going to tell you what you can't eat. I'm going to tell you everything that you can eat.
Yeah.
So that you don't go to that place of, she said I can't have brownies, and now I'm in the closet eating brownies. I mean, I know that that's happened to people. It's happened to me before. And so that's why I'm saying that to you. It's not about food shaming. There's no good and bad food. It's food. It's a blessing from God that we have it. So learning to eat, like he said, for like fuel and to feel healthy.
Yeah.
I used to eat ice cream every night when I was an instructor because I could have it, my fat-free with Splenda and whatever was in it. And I realized I don't want to get diabetes. Even though I can burn it off and I can work it off, I decided I don't want to live like that. I want to live better for my body. I don't have ice cream every night now. I actually don't even crave it. I was able to break that over the years. But what I wanted to share with you guys was that it's more about creating a lifestyle. Are we going to create a full-blown lifestyle in 1 month, Sam Joe?
No. It's a process, but it's discovery. You learn things, and you feel like, you know what, this is something that I can do and build off of, and it gives you confidence to be like, okay, cool. Like now, if you want to really dial it in for a season, you can. If you want to go to maintenance, you go to maintenance, and you have just an idea. You're not sabotaging yourself, because a lot of times you mean things with good intent. You're like, well, fruit's good. Let me just have 3 bananas.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that. No one ever like became overweight because they ate too many bananas. That's not a
bananas,
thing.
People.
But at the same time, you realize, well, I can probably do good with the 1 banana, and then have another food item that to have more variety. So
and also realizing that like eating's kind of like a pyramid, and you're gonna have your people at the top, the competitors. They are specifically training for something that's not going to be where you're at. Like that's not your level. So if they're like, if you're going to somebody who's like, you can't have bananas, that's why you're not losing weight. That's like he said, that's not the problem most of the time. So knowing that like you're starting at level 1 and you're going to build up in your fitness journey to find that space where it's healthy with you and your food. And so I just wanted to say it's a lifestyle, something that's going to be sustainable. We've been doing it for like 6 years now. We started just like you. We got invited to a group, and we took the chance, and we started learning, and we found something that worked really well. And we actually used to run challenges together. So I wanted to give you my credentials, and Sam Joe's too. But just so you know who I am and where I'm coming from. So yes, I'm a trainer and an instructor, so I have that background. I'm also a teacher.
And you also have which cert for that?
Yes, that's what I'm going to. Yes, exactly. I have my nutritional certification. I am not a dietitian, okay? But I do have my nutritional cert, and within that, I stay within my scope of practice, and I can help guide you through where you need to be and how I can help you with this program. But also, I wanted to tell you that I was also a Weight Watchers coach. So I forgot about that the other day, and I wanted to share that because WW was part of my journey for a long time, but also I was a coach. So I was coaching people through a lot of the mental things, and this is a lot of mindset. There's a lot of things that you have to dig back into the past if you have food shaming or body shaming or just things like triggers, emotional triggers. So eating is really tied to a lot of our mindset. And so I'm going to really dig into those things into the group and as a community so we can help each other along this process. And
I won't be. I'm keeping mine simple, so if it's like, if you don't have that kind of, if you have questions and want information, I can more than be happy to supply it because I've done this pretty well as far as tracking and my goals at that time and all that. And then the things that I eat before I even work out,
Yes.
What do I eat after I work out? So I just see it without any kind of tie. But I understand that a lot of folks maybe have some other psychological kind of
There's triggers.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
triggers with it,
for
and
all of us.
that's true with anyone. But
You don't
I'm
like
not really.
triggers? Just kidding.
I'm not really
He's perfect.
more in that realm. I'm more like, you got a question about this as far as, but again, perfection, enemy of the good. Progress beats perfection. It's just really attempting this and just getting a better understanding of how you want to fuel and how to fuel.
Yes.
So that's really my thing for me.
Yes, for sure. And so Sam Joe will be in the group. He'll be showing and posting his foods and what he's doing, and he's just amazing at that, by the way. And I'm gonna be leading us. So I'm taking that stage. And
How do they join the group?
Oh yeah, how do we join the group? You just go to my shop, maryfultonfit.com, and get the MF Fuel Your Body Challenge. You'll get the little containers. Arlene and I here on standby. We're delivering these personally to you, to your doorstep. Just kidding. We'll be mailing them to you ASAP. And how much is it? It's $30. That's like 2 fast food meals to join me. No, it's 30. It's 30.
I thought it was 40, so it's like what, $30? That's
$30.
not even, that's not
$1 a
April
day. Yeah, it's $1
my
a day,
goodness.
and you get a nutritional coach to help you and guide you, and you get a community, and you get to learn new things. So I don't know why you haven't signed up yet. So go to maryfultonfit.com
Mary,
and
you should be
sign
charging
up
more,
today.
really.
Oh, Sam Joe thinks I should charge more.
No, but 30, I guess. All right, you said 30, but
I
wow.
said 30.
That's cool.
I'm a nice gal. I'm just waiting for you guys. I've been waiting since COVID started. So let's do this together. Love you guys. Stronger together. Mind, body, and soul. Oh, you got to do it with me. Mind, body, and soul. The soul train. Hey, that heart. You know the heart in my logo? You know who helped me with that? Sam Joe. He did. He's the best. He's hiding. But we're excited, guys. We will see you in the challenge. You need to sign up. You have a question, go ahead and message me, maryfultonfit@gmail.com. I will see you guys soon. Have a great day. Bye. Bye.